So you've found yourself in the situation of being a single parent, a co-parent, or a parent who feels like a single parent because you have no support. And you have found yourself wondering, when the hell do I get to have my own life again? Not just in the shower, not just self-care, not just taking those 5 minutes or 20 minutes so that you can care for yourself, so that you can be healthy enough to care for your family, but an actual life outside of just being a parent, a life with joy, a life with creative expression, a life where you get to have friendships, maybe even romantic ones. I get that because I'm in that season of my life too. This was not the intended video, but this is what's really coming up for me right now and what is happening for me in my life. My name is Julie Cornish, and I'm the founder of the Rewired Parent, a place where we transform our parenting from the inside out. Because the truth is that goodness, that transformation all starts with us. And today we're going to talk about something that does not get enough airtime, in my opinion. It's about reclaiming yourself, not just as a parent, but as a whole, breathing, passionate person, a slightly exhausted, but still worthy human being. You're not a robot. You're not a 24-hour snack vending machine. And you're not the backup generator for your whole family. Okay, you are all of those things, but you're also still a person with feelings, with dreams, with hopes, with aspirations. And even maybe those are so stifled, you don't even know what they are. I was at that point, I'm still unearthing those things, those creative desires, those dreams. You deserve to express those, to eat a meal sitting down with friends without your children, to shop alone, to create art that isn't your kids, to spend time outside of your home, to start a relationship, which is exciting and also terrifying. And also, you might not have any appropriate clothes to wear. That's okay. Every time you say yes to something that is just for you, I know that the mom guilt or the dad guilt is going to show up saying, "How dare you? You don't have time for that. It's just for you. It's not right." But I want to remind you that if you don't reclaim your life, that resentment will build. And it doesn't serve you and it doesn't serve your kids to just be a parent and to be nothing else. So, how do we create space for more joy, more creativity, more connection? And I'm not talking about play dates with other parents kind of friendships. Though one of my best friends is my kid's mom, and I am so grateful for her. And I want to give a shout out to those friendships that also nurture the kids and the parents. Those times where you get to, share snacks and emotional support. Those are super valuable too. But today we're talking about the kind of connections that light you up, but they're outside of the family. Friendships that don't revolve around play dates or school drop-off. Creative outlets that have nothing to do with your kids' art projects or printable worksheets. A romantic relationship where you're ready for that kind of tenderness and that connection. Here's the thing. This part of the life, the reclaiming, it needs to be rooted in values. Because when you know what really matters to you, you can set boundaries that actually work, and that's going to help you create balance within your life. Boundaries protect your peace, they protect your energy, and they protect your joy. They help you to know when to draw the line. When the PTA starts emailing you like it's your second fucking job, when your partner or co-parent forgets that you are no longer their spouse and you don't need to carry all of that weight. Maybe you've started a new romantic relationship and they have forgotten that you have two kids and you only have a certain amount of time. You draw the line where your nervous system says nope, and you need to listen to that. You draw the line at your values, not at your guilt. It's very important to sit down, if you haven't done that already, write out your values. What is important to you? What brings you joy? What connects you and balances you? And what I want to remind you is you matter just as much as your family matters, as your children matters. And I know that that hits a little hard, but it doesn't make it any less true. You matter just as much as everyone else. And when you believe that you matter without apologies, without having to defend yourself or explain yourself, you teach your kids something that will carry them and will support them throughout their entire life. That it's okay to care for yourself, that you don't need to earn rest, and that it's okay to take space for yourself, that it's okay to disappoint people, that they don't and you don't have to meet everybody's expectations. You don't have to meet anybody's expectations. This is your life. You get to create what you want, what brings you joy and supports you and your family. But you can't leave yourself out of that. Reclaiming your life doesn't mean quitting your job and moving to Bali. So that sounds awesome. And if I could bring my kids, I would be into that. Reclaiming your life will likely start small. I read something somewhere, it was called the no diet. Start the no diet. It's saying no to one thing this week or one thing maybe every day. No PTA meeting if you don't want to do it. No extra pickup of somebody else's kids. No over explaining. No defending yourself. No meeting other people's expectations if you are feeling a no. And take time for micro joys. Take time to dance. Maybe it's just 5 minutes. Maybe it's with your kids. Maybe it's by yourself. Maybe you take a shower and you lock the door. Maybe it's dancing while you do dishes. Or making or creating something like a drawing or a music playlist or a 2-minute poem, or just taking some time to journal about what your dreams are if you've forgotten, what's important to you if you've forgotten, and practice your boundary training wheels. Telling people, I don't have capacity for that right now, or let me get back to you. And maybe you don't get back to them. These are tiny choices, but they add up. They send a message to your brain, to your body, to your spirit that says, hey, I see you and you matter too, just as much as your family matters. This season of our life, this world right now, it's overstimulating, it's brutal, it's raw, and there's just not enough of us to go around. But you're not just what you do or can do for other people or for your family. You're not just the fixer. You're not just the scheduler. You're not just what you can provide. You are a full human being, and you deserve to feel alive and not just as a function for other people. So I want to give you a permission slip that says that you matter, that you get to have a life that you enjoy, that is important to you, that you get to take time to do things for yourself because it's fun, because you want to. And maybe today your one little small thing is that you have your cup of coffee that hasn't been microwaved 3 times. You sit down with your hot cup of coffee and you drink it and you just say, you know what, you guys figured out. I just want to remind you, because you might need to hear this. You came here for more than just other people's expectations. You came here to be more than just a parent. You are worthy and you deserve to do things that make you happy, that bring joy to your heart and creativity, not just because it's good for you, but it is good for your whole family. It's being a good example of what it means to care for yourself, to listen to your heart and your intuition, and say no when you feel like saying no. The no diet. Get on it. It's the new craze. So if this video resonated with you, if it feels validating, please like and subscribe. It makes me feel like I am providing something of value. And if you know a parent who needs to hear it, please share it. That means a lot to me too. And if you feel inclined to leave a comment about something that you're going to say no to today, please do. And I'll put a few links in the description below with my workbook I have, with some intentional morning and evening worksheet that's free. And I will put a values list so that you can start taking note of what is of value to you so that you can set your boundaries around that so that you can live a more balanced, joyful life, because everybody will benefit from that. And I hope that you have an incredible day.